DBS News. Fresh in the morning. Eye-opening and balanced. The DBS Morning News starts right now.
This morning's headlines: the Public Service Union says two unresolved matters have delayed the union's push for an agreement with government on salary negotiations. The United States wants to double the number of foreign troops in Haiti. The U.S. Appeals Court has thrown out President Donald Trump's $500 million civil fraud penalty. And in sports this morning, Trennis Hamilton captures gold in the women's shot put at the Pan Am Junior Games in Paraguay. Well, good morning. I'm Gavin Richards with the DBS Major Morning News. The details right after this.
Need one trusted place to stock up for your home, shop, or business? Fine Foods Inc. Distribution has got you covered. From dry goods and frozen foods to your favorite drinks, alcoholic and non-alcoholic, plus all the household must-have. We've got it all under one roof. We're right here in Jimmy Dominica. And yes, we deliver fast. Whether you're running a supermarket, a corner shop, a bar, or just like your pantry full and happy, Fine Foods Inc. brings you the best brands you know and love. Great prices, top-tier service, trusted products. Call us at 255-6810 or 316-0164 or drop by our Jimmy location to check out what's in store. Fine Foods Inc.
Fine Foods Inc. The biggest distributor for the biggest brand.
Since 1910, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited has proudly served Dominica, offering a wide variety of products and services in shipping, logistics, insurance, travel, retail, and wholesale. We are committed to serve you. Contact us today at 767-255-1100 or visit us at our main office on Old Street, Roseau. From humble beginnings to proud achievements, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited.
Petro Caribe. Tank installation is part of our mission. Excellent client support is what we got. Contribution to development of Dominica. Supply of LPG at an affordable rate. Let's go. Petro Caribe straight. No time to waste. So come on everyone with me to Petro Caribe. 250 gallon propane tank. 420 pound propane tank. 100 pound LPG cylinder. Petro Caribe. 20 pound fiberglass cylinder. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe.
DBS News.
Welcome back. First up in the news this morning, General Secretary of the Public Service Union, Thomas Slater, says there are two contentious matters which have delayed the union's push for an agreement with government for salary increase. He says they have agreed for an 8% salary increase over 3 years, plus several other benefits, but they want government to consider some employees who have retired.
We had agreed to all the matters, including salaries, except that we had one or two concerns. And one of the things that we had concerned, I'll repeat, is that there are people who were in the service in 2021 and 2022. They have since retired, but they did not benefit, or they have not benefited from the classification because they have retired. And the other thing is, had a salary increase been paid for that period, they would have benefited, but they did not. So we have written to the government saying, look, we believe that these people, since they were in the service and they have not benefited, that one of the one-off should be applied to them. The one-off payment, that is, should be applied to them. The government has responded and not agreeing to that request from us.
Mr. Slater says the union is also pushing for representation on the Government Housing Loans Board.
As well as we had some concerns with the representative on the GHLB, Government Housing Loan Board, while the Act does not say that the union must have somebody on the GHLB, but the practice in the past was always that the union, as well as the Police Welfare Association, would have somebody representing those institutions or these two organizations on the GHLB. So we also wrote to government to that effect. We got a response, but the response was not saying that the government negotiating team would take that to the government. We have since written stating that we are not in agreement with those positions, and that is where the matter is. As soon as we can finalize on those two issues, we would be ready to sign some correspondence stating that we have agreed and we are ready to sign.
General Secretary of the Public Service Union, Thomas Leita. Meantime, the Dominica Association of Teachers has announced that its members will receive an 8% salary increase over a 3-year period. A president of the Dominica Association of Teachers, Mervyn Alexander, says they have concluded successful negotiations with government.
The Dominica Association of Teachers is pleased to announce the completion of negotiations for a new collective agreement for teachers with the government of Dominica. In terms of salary increases, teachers, like all other government employees, will receive an 8% increase for the triennium 2024 to 2027 as follows: 3% for the year 2024-25, 2% for 2025-26, and 3% for 2026-27. All the significant benefits agreed upon are as follows. 1. Principals in government secondary schools are now recognized as traveling officers. They will receive an allowance of $870 monthly, in addition to mileage claims when traveling on school business. 2. The term unqualified teachers will no longer be used as an established post for teachers. The new nomenclature will be Teacher 1 and Teacher 2.
The president of the Dominica Association of Teachers, Mervyn Alexander says some teachers will become established teachers effective the 1st of September this year.
There were many teachers engaged in a non-established capacity termed program requirement for a number of years. Effective September 1, all teachers who were previously under this program will transition into established positions. 4. To assist teachers with the procurement of small supplies of materials and learning aid, the government has agreed to grant teachers the sum of $250 annually. 5. With regards to the long-awaited revision of the primary school's structure, the government has agreed to embark upon a review and restructure of the primary schools by January 2026. 6. The government provides a bridge pension for teachers who retire from the public service at age 60 until their 65th birthday. On the attainment of the 65th birthday, if the Social Security payment is less than what the government is paying, the government has agreed to pay the difference to the officers.
And that's president of the Dominica Association of Teachers, Mervyn Alexander. Alexander also says that teachers who did not benefit following the reclassification exercise conducted in 2023 could also receive a one-off payment of as much as 50% of their salary. He says the Acting Allowance and Pension Acts will be amended to bring benefits to teachers in terms of gratuity upon retirement and resignation. And remember, also this week we had the Police Welfare Association saying that they have concluded successful negotiations with government and they will receive an 8% salary increase over the period of 3 years. The Police Welfare Association said a new risk allowance for several police officers was one of the main highlights of the negotiations. In some more news this morning, 11 Dominicans will pursue studies in Cuba after receiving the 2025 Cuban scholarship. The Cuban ambassador to Dominica, His Excellency Miguel Fraga Gonzalez, says the scholarship program will enable over 400 Dominicans to graduate from Cuban institutions.
Over 400 Dominican students have graduated from Cuba, more than 400, from Cuban institutions, enriching their own life and contributing to their nation's developments. Some may wonder how two small nations, both with limited resources, can achieve so much together. The answer lies in our shared solidarity. 11 new students are joining that legacy. Future graduates who, thanks to the dedication and effort, will return as qualified professionals. We gathered together today to formally present them with the official documentation recognizing them as recipients of the scholarship to pursue their university studies in Cuba. Among them, 6 will become doctors: Brittany, Yola, Romina, Sharia, Kadim, Bren, and Leroy. Leroy is already in Cuba. He's studying, so he's changing the career, but his uncle is here representing him. Faraya will return as a veterinarian, and Benton as an stomatologist. Dr. Arlene will focus on dermatology, and Dr. Dylan on intensive care and emergency medicine as part of their postgraduate studies.
And as the Cuban ambassador to Dominica, His Excellency Miguel Fraga Gonzalez. Meantime, Acting Minister for Education Fenella Wenham Shepherd says the government is committed to partnerships that enhance access to higher education for Dominican students.
This government is steadfast in its commitment to demolishing the barriers to higher education due to financial constraints. As we continue to look at education reform, both here and abroad, it is clear that partnerships like this one we share with Cuba remind us of the power of access, equity, and opportunity in shaping strong societies. These scholarships are far more than financial aid. They are part of a broader vision to build a more educated, equitable, and empowered society. To you, the awardees, I urge you to embrace this journey with discipline, humility, and gratitude. Remember that this scholarship is more than a personal achievement. It is a call to service.
Acting Minister for Education Fenella Wenham Shepherd. And the Soufriere Dye Fest returns after several years. Well, this year's event, which was officially launched on Thursday, will take place on the 30th of August and the 31st. Among the main activities are a corporate kayak race and a family fun day.
We begin on Saturday 30th with a hike and end at the bayfront with breakfast. Then family fun day. Bring the kids, bring grandma, bring your neighbor, because it's going to be a blast from 11 a.m. Games galore, swimming competitions, bouncy castles, and we close with the fish line. DJ Clash featuring the legends, Dr. Miguel Labadie, DJ Flip, Mr. Mix, and Soufriere's very own DJ Drix. Then comes Sunday, August 31st. It's race day. All eyes on the Corporate Kayak Challenge. Businesses and clubs suit up and battle for those bragging rights. Plus, tug of war, beer drinking showdown, hot bake eating madness, and of course, prize galore. The vibes don't stop. We end with a massive band splash featuring DJ MJ and MV on the keys. Pudas, Kwan, Nice, Tricks, Ecstasy, DJ Slim, Dr. Miguel Labadie, and DJ Drix, and much, much more.
And that was the president of the Soufriere Organizing Committee, Lynthia Bellot. Meantime, festivals and events manager at the Discover Dominica Authority, Ayodele Andrew, says this event showcases Dominica's commitment to community tourism.
The Discover Dominica Authority proudly supports Soufriere Dye Fest 2025, a community tourism event that brings attention to our marine environment, promotes community stewardship, and contributes to livelihood development. Soufriere Dye Fest 2025 is a family and friends event featuring the corporate kayak race on Sunday, August 31st. Register now.
Festival and Events Manager at the Discover Dominica Authority, Ayodele Andrew. Well, let's head into news from the region this morning as the United States is looking to double the size of the foreign forces deployed in Haiti as the war against armed gangs continue. Well, speaking at the Organization of the American States meeting this week, the U.S. Deputy Chief of Mission, Kimberly J. Penland, told foreign leaders that the United States is drafting a resolution to present to the United Nations Security Council to properly resource Haiti's fight to reduce gang territorial control. And on the international scene, an appeals court has thrown out a $500 million penalty that President Donald Trump was ordered to pay in a New York civil fraud trial last year. Well, Trump had originally been ordered to pay the fee for massively inflating the value of his organization's properties in order to secure favorable loans. In the lengthy ruling released yesterday, judges on the New York Supreme Court's Appellate Division stated that Donald Trump was liable for the fraud, but the fine of nearly $500 million was excessive and probably violated constitutional protections against severe punishment. Well, that's the news. Let's recap the headlines. The Public Service Union says 2 unresolved matters have delayed the union's push for an agreement with government on salary negotiations. The United States wants to double the number of foreign troops in Haiti, and the U.S. Appeals Court throws out President Donald Trump's $500 million civil fraud penalty. Coming up in sports, Jonas Hamilton captures gold in the women's shot put at the Pan Am Junior Games in Paraguay.
Need one trusted place to stock up for your home, shop, or business? Fine Foods Inc. Distribution has got you covered. From dry goods and frozen foods to your favorite drinks, alcoholic and non-alcoholic, plus all the household must-have. We've got it all under one roof. We're right here in Jimmy Dominica. And yes, we deliver fast. Whether you're running a supermarket, a corner shop, a bar, or just like your pantry full and happy, Fine Foods Inc. brings you the best brands you know and love. Great prices, top-tier service, trusted products. Call us at 255-6810 or 316-0164 or drop by our Jimmy location to check out what's in store. Fine Foods Inc.
Fine Foods Inc., the biggest distributor for the biggest brand.
Since 1910, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited has proudly served Dominica, offering a wide variety of products and services in shipping, logistics, insurance, travel, retail, and wholesale. We are committed to serve you. Contact us today at 767-255-1100 or visit us at our main office on Old Street, Roseau. From humble beginnings to proud achievements, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited.
Petro Caribe. Tank installation is part of our mission. Excellent client support is what we got. Contribution to development of Dominica. Supply of LPG at an affordable rate. Let's go. Petro Caribe straight. No time to waste. So come on everyone with me to Petro Caribe. 250 gallon propane tank. 420 pound propane tank. 100 pound LPG cylinder. Petro Caribe. 20 pound fiberglass cylinder. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe.
Covering the nation and beyond. DBS Sports Report.
Just Mobank me. Here's my ID.
Just Mobank me. It's that easy.
The faster, easier way to bank. NBD makes it easy to bank online, anywhere, at any time with Mobanking. The faster, easier way to bank.
The faster, easier way.
So transfer funds on Mobanking.
The faster, easier way.
To pay your bills with Mobanking.
The faster, easier way.
So order checks on Mobanking.
The faster, easier
Pay employees
way.
on Mobanking.
The faster, easier way to bank.
Plus, you can now top up your phone on Mobanking.
Top me up.
No need for cash or card. Simply log into Mobanking to top up your phone. Visit nbdominica.com or follow us on Facebook and Instagram for more details.
The faster, easier way to bank.
NBD.
Your partner, your bank.
Rudolph Thomas Enterprise in Portsmouth, your suppliers of building materials and hardware products. over 20 years experience in the business. Rudolph Thomas has lumber and plywood, Portland and tile cement, steel rods, galvanized and fenced pipe, and Rudolph Thomas can meet all your wire needs. Galvanized roofing sheets, doors, windows, toilet sets, face basins, and bidets. PVC piping, fittings, and lattice. Check out Rudolph Thomas for ceramic and vinyl floor and wall tiles, nails, nuts and bolts, paint and painting supplies. And check out their line of electrical and hand tools. And Rudolph Thomas is your one-stop shop for hard-to-find items like fiberglass mat and fiberglass resin and welding rods. Go now to Rudolph Thomas on 1240 Bay Street in Portsmouth.
Well, welcome to the morning sports. Let's begin with news that Dominica is celebrating gold with national shot putter Trennis Hamilton winning the women's shot put at the Pan Am Junior Games in Paraguay last night. Well, Hamilton made light work out of the field on her way to securing Dominica's only medal at the Pan Am Games. She tossed 16.88 meters on her first attempt and took the lead and never looked back. She eventually won the competition with a throw of 17.21 meters on her sixth and final throw. Liv Sands of Canada was a distant second at 16.46 meters, and Belsi Quinoez of Ecuador was third with a throw of 16.40 meters. Well, Hamilton says while it wasn't her best throw for the season, she is still proud to have won the medal.
I mean, I've always been hard on myself. I definitely always want to do more. I want to do better every single time. I want to, be the best that I've ever been. But right now, my best was 17.21, a lot of centimeters above. The only person to throw 17 for the entire competition. So, I mean, despite it all, I have to be grateful for the small wins. This one is a big win, but I definitely have to be grateful for how far I've came, because at the last Junior Pan American Games, I came 6th with 14 meters. So the fact that I threw a whole 3 meters improvement from what I was doing at the last games, I mean, to God be the glory.
And, this is your last Junior Games. What is up next for 2017?
Oh, we're definitely working towards the Olympics. All the competitions between that Commonwealth, the senior Pan Americans, because we got our tickets. And honestly, every single small meet that I can go to, any meet that I get to represent Dominica will be enough for me. And I will definitely represent Dominica to the best of my abilities and with all my heart going forward.
Any words for where you're happy to Dominica?
Y'all can do this. Y'all definitely can do this. Doesn't matter where you start, what age you start, with who you start. Once you believe in yourself, you have your support system, and you put 110% of your energy into every single thing that you do, you will definitely even reach further than you even expected, because no one knows the future. As long as you commit to your present, you will write your own future. So, just keep it pushing.
And that's the Pan Am Junior Games gold medalist Trennis Hamilton. Meantime, President of the Dominica Olympic Committee, Billy Doctorow, says this is another proud moment for Dominica on the international scene.
We had a discussion yesterday morning before she competed, and she told us in no uncertain terms, Mr. Doctorow, I do not want bronze or silver. I want the gold. So I told her, well, Trennis, you have the ability, you have the potential, you have the drive, you have the will to win. So go ahead and do it. And when Trennis, made that throw, we were all right on the fence, right behind her. And we just all hugged each other, leapt in the air, waved the Dominican flag. We were so happy. And as I always said that, when a Dominican goes out there and win a regional or international medal, it goes a long way in promoting Dominica. That's why I've always been calling for more investment, especially from the private sector in our sports programs.
And that's President of the Dominica Olympic Committee, Billy Doctorow. President of the Dominica Athletics Association, Brendan Williams, says Trennis's progress has been amazing so far.
Seen Trennis commanded that gold medal from the beginning of the competition, and she led from the front all the way to her last throw, launching a 17.21 meter throw. Trenis is an amazing athlete who moved up the ranks from all the way from Carrickstead Games, winning bronze, silver, gold, and now going on to her senior career, where she's vying to meet the standards for the World Championships, Commonwealth Games, and the Olympics in 2028. I must say we are indeed proud of Trenis and her accomplishments along that journey, and we will continue to support her alongside the Dominica Olympic Committee, because Trenis is one of our stars, and we will see a bright future.
President of the Dominica Athletics Association, Brendan Williams. Let's move to football news as the Belfast Estate Maho Soccer Strikers have secured a second-place finish in the DFA Premier League as they secured all 3 points against DSFC without having to break a sweat. Well, Maho and DSFC were scheduled to play this evening in the final match of the season at the DFA Technical Centre. However, DSFC will not be allowed to play tonight's match after they fielded an ineligible player in their match on Tuesday against Valvoline United. The DSFC lost that game 6-2. However, the DFA League rules state that the team shall forfeit 3 points and 3 goals for fielding an ineligible player. The penalty is being imposed for tonight's game. As a result, Mao will end the season in second place with 37 points, with 11 wins, 4 draws and 3 defeats. Joining us live on the telephone right now is the head coach of the Belfast Estate Mao Soccer Strikers team, Kenneth Esprit. And Kenneth, first of all, congratulations on the second place finish in the DFA Premier League.
Good morning, Gavin, and good morning. Good morning, Gavin, and good morning to your listeners. Thank you for the good words, and I'm very happy. We at Belfast Estate are very happy that we had the opportunity, and we have to give thanks to Almighty Father Yahweh for guiding us through.
All right, so Kenneth, the club, finished in 8th place last season, and now we're seeing this amazing turnaround into second. So what were some of the adjustments that you guys made over the course of the past year?
Well, the first thing was the mindset of the players and the determination, and then we made some tactical changes as to the structure in which we play. So that among to the big turnaround in the attitude and the way that we approach the game this year.
All right, and Kenneth, the history of the Mao Soccer Strikers, I know once upon a time, there were some serious concerns at the club. How did you sort of get the guys to, to buy into the plans that you would have had for the team and to see them almost champions this year?
Well, it was a collective effort, from all aspects, because our executive play a crucial role, in ensuring that we speak to the right set of people. For example, just this week there we had a session with Mr. Guy, who is a psychologist, to help us deal with adversaries, to help us deal with to tell us how to deal with the psychological aspect of sports and so forth. So that just shows a holistic approach from our club, and not just me, but our executive and our sponsor to play a significant role in us being able to deliver this year.
All right, and Kenneth, finally, what do you think you guys will need to do as a team collectively as you head into the off-season if you have to take that next step now and become champions for next season?
Well, we have to build on what we have started this campaign, and then continue to work as hard, as smart, and include a lot of different tactical techniques in our training, and to ensure that we stay grounded, humble, and then go there and do what we have to do.
All right.
But Gavin, before we finish, I just wanted to say that one of our players, who is I can say that is DiMario Challenger, has been scouted by a German team, so to go to some training in Germany, and he's going out at the end of the season, and as a result we're having a fundraiser at the Mao Market on Saturday from 12 o'clock to try to raise funds in order to assist him in meeting his financial needs.
Okay, well, congratulations to the Mario Challenger on that achievement. We hope that all goes well and he's able to get the necessary resources to travel to Germany. Thank you very much, Kenneth Esprit, also for joining us on the DBS Morning News this morning.
Thanks much. It's my pleasure. Bye.
All right, that's the head coach of the Belfast Estate Mahu Soccer Strikers, Kenneth Esprit. Of course, we'll follow up more on that story, the Mario Challenger, and we'll give you some more details on that as well. In some more football news, quickly, the national girls under-14 football team will be gunning for a spot in the finals of the CFU under-14 Girls Challenge in Trinidad when they battle Suriname in the semi-finals later this afternoon. Dominica, remember, they've pulled off 4 straight wins to top their group, and they will play Suriname at 4 o'clock this afternoon. Quickly, we can also tell you that Jason Holder put in an all-round shift to lead the St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots to a victory over the Barbados Royals, putting an end to their 3-match losing streak as the Republic Bank CPL continued last night. Patriots made 174 for 8. We had Jason Holder making 38, and the Barbados needing 175. They could only get 162. Jason Holder took 4 for 14. CPL continues tonight with Guyana Amazon Warriors taking on the Antigua and Barbuda Falcons. That game is at 7 o'clock. In some basketball news, quickly, Zach Bastian got 32 points and Yohani Regis had 29 as the Dr. Daru Prischler Sports Club Falcons blew past the defending champions, the Detroit Blazers, as the DABA Division 1 League continued last night. The the Falcons took that match 99-65. In the other game last night, the Denise Charles Pemberton Seahawks, they blew out the Canefield Tigers 83-44. We had Kelly McPherson getting a game-high 30 points. Basketball continues tonight with the Perky's Pizza 767 Sports Club Young Ballers taking on the West Coast Credit Union Real-Time Ballers. That game is at 7 o'clock. And at 9 o'clock in the Premier Division is the Detroit Blazers coming up against the Police Sports Club. In some netball news, a big win for the Dominica National Under-13 netball team as the 2025 13 and Under Invitational Netball Festival got underway yesterday at the Windsor Park. The Dominica National team, they defeated the Dominica Combined Schools 36-4. We had Jacola Benjamin converting on 27 out of 39 attempts and Adian Samuel 9 out of 25 attempts for the Dominica National team. In the other result yesterday, the Dominica Primary Schools team and the Dominica Secondary Schools team played to a 10-10 tie. We had Kesla James getting 7 out of 11 for the Dominica Primary Schools team and Ronica Edwards 9 out of 20 for the Dominica Secondary Schools team. The competition continues today with the Dominica Primary School team taking on the Dominica National team at 5:30, and at 7 o'clock is the Dominica Combined Schools playing the Dominica Secondary Schools. But that's a look at sports this morning. We'll have some more sporting highlights for you at 11 o'clock during the DBS Morning News Update and also at 1:28 during the 13:15 news. Until then, I'm Gavin Richards saying good morning.
Just Mobank me. Here's my ID.
Just Mobank me. It's that easy.
The faster, easier way to bank.
NBD makes it easy to bank online, anywhere, at any time with Mobanking. The faster, easier way to bank.
The faster, easier way.
So transfer funds on Mobanking.
The faster, easier way.
To pay your bills with Mobanking.
The faster, easier way.
So order checks on Mobanking.
The faster, easier
Pay employees
way.
on Mobanking.
The faster, easier way to bank.
Plus, you can now top up your phone on Mobanking.
Top me up.
No need for cash or card. Simply log into Mobanking to top up your phone. Visit nbdominica.com or follow us on Facebook and Instagram for more details.
The faster, easier way to bank.
NBD.
Your partner, your bank.
Rudolph Thomas Enterprise in Portsmouth, your suppliers of building materials and hardware products. Over 20 years experience in the business. Rudolph Thomas has lumber and plywood, Portland and tile cement, steel rods,